Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll start the return inside his 25. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they swarm him under. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it! Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line as the huge play has this offense rolling. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Left side is Casper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw on third. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Got to make the play on fourth. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
The Cougars trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougars. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Madness. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Manning on play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Turns it upfield.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Right side, it's Mosley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Making the adjustment on the play. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hawkins. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Out wide left, it's Bowman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Manning. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hart's going to spin it again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On On third down, he drops to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Calls his own number. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here's Arch to throw. Left side is Hawkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That was not exactly helpful to this defense as they'll have their backs against the wall as the ball will be put in play close to the 40. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to throw, it's Manning. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They're all over him. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for running room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires one high and deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. The 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. On the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, BYU! Makes the grab inbounds. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Manning to throw. Still looking to his right. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the tight end. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Bowman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Manning to the air again. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 19 team, the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Scarlet Knights with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here's a little room there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to...
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Snowed under by the defense. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Brown. Hits the afterburners. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Hand off for Brown.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
BYU lines up quickly. Brown again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll run for it, and it's Brown. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive, you're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Mosley. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's got an open man.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Got a man. It's Napier. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Anderson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Arch Madness. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on. But they needed more pass rush early in this game.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Mosley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back, and the Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job at the back end.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
There he goes. The 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. His 3rd touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. This one's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that with those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down. It's very brave play there by the slot receiver.
Looking to throw again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here's Arch to throw. They're all over him. Out of the backfield, he's open. Open space at the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Phillips. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw one first. Taking a shot. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking down the middle. Out wide right, it's Casper. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Arch is going to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Going to take a shot at this DB. Holds it in on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Finds space on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Set downs going up top. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA